at what point, as we take this AI first mentality and we look at it as a tool to prioritize efficiency over the top of anything else, how much are we losing in translation and how much are we like completely losing the plot of what the tool is there to do in the first place? Because it's meant to help us solve bigger problems and help us amplify our ability to think. But in this scenario, I don't think that that's what happened. I think it was used as a shortcut and a bunch of people just nodded their head and said, "Okay, sounds good," without actually digging into like the source data. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges that we're going to come up against when we like enter into this world of AI surrounding us is like, what's the truth? How do we find it? How do we dig into it? And how do we critically think about all of this? And if we go straight to the technology and we skip over all of those conversations of like, what context are we providing and what validation frameworks do we have in mind and how are we helping people with the critical thinking aspect of all of this? What are we doing? Like, what's the end game? What's the end goal?
Yeah, that's a really good series of points, and I think that we're in this like really weird transitional period. I mean, AI came so fast, at least to like the level where people are using it in their home lives, in their business endeavors, and there is a lot of opportunity for it as a tool in general. But I think that there's this shift towards companies prioritizing AI fluency over experience in whatever the consulting or whatever the domain that they're actually using the tool for. So on one end, they're risking losing the unspoken understanding that sort of underpins decision making, right? Like it's not supposed to make all those choices for you. It's supposed to help synthesize information so that you can make a human, like informed decision. And when you have people who are like the domain experts, they don't just know the facts, right? They know the exceptions and have intuition and context based on their experience. So when you have AI models that are just trained on averages, you lose out on the domain experts that are really sort of trained on the anomalies.